Alright, it's Touhou time again. Usual. You forgo? What did you forgo? The hell, like General. Ooh, disgusting. There's Hero of Ice Fairy merch and you forgot to order some? How dare you? The Queen Baka herself is now disappointed in you. Weak as shit. It's literally been not even been one day yet. It's just Monday. Why are you howdy partnering? I thought you were Ranshima mode based on what you were saying earlier. Fanny. But hello, Fanny. Yes, I don't believe you for Cyclite General. It's not even been a full day. The week can't be shit just because of that. Neat. Suitable for Saki. For Zombie. I appreciate the enthusiasm. You don't have to all caps. I will say that. Get to sleep in your own bed this week? Be out of town? Say my bad news is I'll be out of town this weekend, so I won't be here to play Touhou on Saturday. Renovations. For how are you renovating a bed? Just move the bed. Semi-permanent Saki brain rot funny character. You hate to see it. Excuse me. Bedroom with the access way to the bedroom. Couldn't move the bed out beforehand. You can tell me you sleep on a king-size bed. It's impossible to move the bed through the doorway, so it was stuck in there for all eternity now. Me. Not really much other place to put it. Well, then what else are you sleeping on, huh? Other bed? Nope. Like someone else's house, SMH. Bro lives in a shoebox. There's nowhere else to put a bed in the house. For temporary purposes, SMH, GG, go next. You know, I really wish my, throat would, get better. I'm, not nearly as sick as I was end of last week, but it's still, in my throat. Oop. you're not using the correct day. You already used that emote earlier today, though, so now you used it twice on the correct day. What? That makes you more correct. Yeah, you did it twice. You gotta make up for your incorrect uses. This is why you never micro. Microing is actually bad in this. You want to always macro. If you micro, you actually have to concede the run right there. What? Hitbox moment. Hello, Namikos. Oop, that was drifting. That's one of those overcorrection moments. Me on my way to cap, first try, Peerless Wind God every day. It's actually insane how every time I do Peerless Wind Gods, like the first few attempts always go so fucking good, and then it's just downhill from there. I wasn't looking at my screen. Four of four? Microwave going up? No. Even if my microwave was going up, there's not a chance it would pick up through the microphone. It's way too far away. See? What do I say? Although that was actually really close. See? Peerless Wind God, more like Peerless Free God, am I right? Eep. Oops, I didn't go up enough. Shit, that one. We love the snail trails. That was not a good line. I've gone over the snail kind of did cut me a little bit. That one was entirely on me. Well, not that she made it nice. I'm just not doing any of my movements well. Ooh, why did I go back then? Why did I do any of that? We love the snail trail. Neat. Speaking of neat attacks that I love and adore with a passion. Human. Nah, this isn't in the middle of a run, so she doesn't say that. She says nothing, like the heartless bastard she is. Trapped myself in the corner too much there. I'm trying to time it out mentally safe. First time I tried it when I was early on in this grind, it took me like an hour and a half. Good news is I don't think it'll take me an hour and a half to do it again. Maybe it will. His attack is turbo dodge. Now, you want to know an insane attack to try to time out. Well, actually... this one. Probably one of the coolest timeouts in Touhou, in my opinion. Yeah, trapped too much. Ooh, I wasn't paying attention. I'll only give this time a couple of tries. I'm not going to take this one seriously. One of the very, very, very few attacks where the difficulty scale in terms of how hard it is in a run versus how hard it is to time out is a vast difference. Makes you appreciate how much easier it is in the middle of a run. I say that as I die to the normal part. Yeah, it's just one of those moments where it's like, this timeout is so good. Hello, Toaster. Like, this timeout just is so... becomes so much worse. Keep getting trapped. I'm not even making it to the under 20-second mark, which is where I get the worst, but... I don't want to do a time out of this right now. I shouldn't grind for it, but I kind of want to. One of those just unfortunate trapping mechanics. There was a way out, but... How long the lines get. Oh, I do so much. That was a good one, though. Speaking of other timeouts that suck ass, let's do this one. Blah, blah. I can't get to the late game. I've fallen off on Exiled Doll, haven't I? Those awkward traps. Okay, let's just do a little bit of this garbage and then some runs. Really? Really? I love this play. I see her as jolly as ever. Love to see it. I'm running into a conundrum right now. I gotta do Christmas shopping, but I'm not sure what to get people. The usual conundrum. No, I want to look real quick. Give me a minute. Sacrilege, but... Well, how many times I type in the word Touhou with my phone, I just type Togo. Like that key, I hit G instead of H. Thanks for good luck, Zebra. I wanna... This is sacrilege, dude. Holy moly. Found out that blue bus does freaking Hydra on the left. It's unbelievable. Let's just go. Let's just. You know, no. Damn, that actually didn't count as a spell cap. Okay, let's go. Let's go see Minoriko, shall we? Whoop. Stage 1, hardest stage in the entire game. Many have said that. Which stage 1 is your favorite first 5 seconds of the theme? I don't think about the first 5 seconds of stage 1 themes that often. Like, specifically just the first 5 seconds. So, unfortunately, I can't really think of a lot of them well. Of the 3 LNN grinds I've gone for, I'd say Subterranean. If I'm going outside of that, off of my knowledge, I'd say whatever Perishable Nights stage 1 theme is called. I forget it. But what's your favorite first 5 seconds of a stage 1 theme? I think. I thought I said I think IN, but like I'm not actually as familiar with the like. IN is my favorite stage 1 theme, and I'd probably give the best first 5 seconds to. But I don't. It's been a while since I had to hear the first 5 seconds a bunch, so it's not like besides PCB, Subterranean, and Moth, the first 5 seconds of stage 1 themes don't really jump to me. It's like, oh yeah, that's what the first 5 seconds are like. .403 is pretty good for pace. This is gonna be a 722. 726. Also, I will say, Alan, after our conversation from yesterday, I'll never ever recommend anyone does warm-up. Warm-up's actually bad, I've confirmed it. Because you waste your juice. You waste your brain juices ahead of time. Every day I go to practice Peerless Wind God, and I always cap like the first like few attempts every fucking day, and then I die like 5 in a row after that. What I was saying is from yesterday. Really? That bullet wasn't gone? What I was saying, Alan, is you should never ever warm up. Warm up is bad. It's a very bad thing. Like, literally today and yesterday, my first Fearless Wind God attempts of the day, I've done 4 in a row, and then I immediately lost at least 3 in a row. Can't waste your daily Fearless Wind God. Papradines, exactly. But I swear I should go back and look because basically every stream I start off with like a little divine virtues and then a handful of fearless wind gods, like every stream. And I swear, the past like 2 weeks, it's like I always like first try fearless wind god, if not like hit on the second or third, and then I die a shit ton in a row. Hello House, thank you for the HF. I won't have fun. Having fun while playing a video game? Never heard of that before. I think realistically the biggest thing that I find is just when I hop into it, I'm like really focused on it. And then once I've done it for a minute, I'm just like way less like serious and try hard about it. That's honestly why I feel like I have actually a solid cap rate on runs with Fearless Wind God. So I'm a lot more, because I'm like, when you're on a run, you're like fully focused. And like Fearless Wind God is kind of like the peak of focus, honestly, in the middle of a run too, because it's like there's enough adrenaline to fire you up and enough concentration, but like there's not quite enough pressure yet that it starts to like become a problem. Because like the pressure doesn't really hit until after Fearless Wind God. Like there's pressure on Fearless Wind God, it's never gonna hit until after. Like after is when it really spikes. So it's like Fearless Wind God, you get that peak of like of adrenaline boost, but not like but not over the top. Just zone out when you're practicing. Kids these days. Kids these days have to practice Touhou with all their YouTube shorts and TikTokers going on the side. Subway Surfer. Yeah, you gotta have the Subway Surfers gameplay footage going. You gotta have the Family Guy funny moments like playing in part of the screen as well. You gotta remember all that. Throw some random podcast on the side that you're listening to. Cutting soap in the background, you don't do it right. Yeah, you don't want to practice mindlessly. Generally speaking. Only have to do it for a really long time. It also kind of varies on like just what happens. Because like you can practice an attack. The more experienced you are, the less likely this is to happen, but like it still is likely to happen. Where you pick up on a read, and you feel like there's something to it, even if it's not actually true. So you start kind of like playing around like something that is probably suboptimal, and it kind of locks you out from like trying to read the attack in the way you maybe should be. Hello, Game Glitcher. Nice try, you know. Practice mindfully, you can get a Touhou 20, no useful hyper, no miss, no bomb pacifist. Is that true? Alan, you gotta hop on that. Like, earlier on in a grind, I will sit there. Like when I did Hydro for the first time, although I probably should have done not quite as much. But early on, there's a lot to practice. Like, I will sit there and practice attacks for very long periods of time. I don't do that in this game anymore at this point. Not unless I'm like trying out a new strat or something. Usually, most of my practice is honestly just refreshing my memory on strats. Like, the only time I'll really, like, ever, like, practice an attack a lot, do it for 20-30 minutes straight, is maybe Divine Virtues, if I'm in a really good mood, because I like that attack. Or some other attack that, like, I feel like I might have a new strategy for something. Also, Alan, I have to say, I did a quick look at, not Blue Bus, because, he earlier this year, I believe it was, or was it last year, whatever. He has a he did a Reimu homing LNN, so I quickly did a glance through, but I realized it was sacrilegious because he did Hydro Camo on the left, and I do it on the right, so he's just... Woof, dude. Unbelievable. Use this video for sure, exactly. Peerless Wind God. I didn't actually hold up. I didn't actually look at Peerless Wind God because I opened it up to see I want to see Exile Doll, Hydro, and Illusionary Waterfall. Those are the 3 attacks I want to see. Exile Doll just made me realize, yeah, Exile Doll fucking sucks, dude. Dude, if you watch that not Blue Bus Exile Doll, you will quickly realize how terrible Exile Doll is as Rainbow Homing. Wow. The LNN ends with middle Peerless Wind God? Yeah, there was one, like, he got banned. Okay, not Blue Bus does it on the left. Okay, he does Peerless Wind God on the left. I love singing not in tune to the song. See if it, like, tilts anybody. Did your normal timeout? Bet. Bet. When the time comes, you know I'm not a big fan of random attack timeouts and stuff like that. Like, I'm not a rage phase timeouter by any means. Why can you, like, not go the direction I want you to? Slut. Maybe I'll really like, what is that, Arya's attacks or you're talking about? Maybe I'll really like them. I don't know. Not gonna lie, I don't have the most positive outlook going into that game, but I'm also not, like, positive or negative on it, really. Well, time to move on. You heard Rainbow. Fossil here. Well, he hates it because he's washed, so he's not as good anymore, so he can't actually, like, do it that well. That's why he hates it. He's projecting his old washedness onto that attack, so SFH. I don't know. I have no clue what attacks you guys are talking about, so I'm just kind of like going along with it. Fucking piece of shit. That's a bad line. I actually could have had that though, but I didn't move it well. Classic Luigi. Gotta hate Luigi. Oop. Don't wall it in because it was shooting what you didn't want. How does the homing pick its targets in that game? Because this game is, I'm pretty sure it's first come, first serve in terms of enemies, right? I'm pretty sure it picks the oldest enemy on the screen. Because, like, most games, it either picks the lowest enemy or the oldest enemy, right? You don't actually know? What good are you, SMH? Go back to dealing with your college exams right now. Or December, you should be near that time of the year, I'd assume. Go deal with family. Unbelievable, Zebra. Can't believe you. Well, good luck. You need some good luck, so good luck doing that. I think that's tomorrow. Oh, you're pushing it off. I see, I see. The LNN this run? Exactly. Just to spite. Because it would be so spiteful if I got the LNN right now. I've been waiting. I've been holding off on getting the LNN just to get a spite like this. When do you finish the semester, Game Glitcher? Oh, really? I feel like that's early. Like, literally the second, December 2nd. You're not a homing expert? Obviously, we all know you're persuasion. You're a needle propagandist. But yeah, the way the homing in this game works is definitely different than like PC. I'm not going to include Subterranean because Subterranean is, you know, pseudo homing at best. At best, if you're being really generous. Why did I go straight right and not hit down? So quick here, though. Here's the thing. It's... If you go and look at, like, PCB's homing and how it jumps around, it honestly might get to the targets at the same time, but it looks so much more frantic in how it behaves. I think that might be because the bullets are, like, bigger and faster, per se. Oh, I did not mean to pick all those up. Rest in peace, Faith Run. I think USD is the same as PCB, in which the homing is just so jumpy. Like when you go from enemy to enemy, although it's a little less noticeable in this game with like how it's like targets, but like the bullets just jump. Like when you kill it, when like enemies are coming from the left and the right, you like kill an enemy on the left and all the bullets like jump to the one on the right, it feels. You say that most sub shots that aren't winter are mid. Bro does not realize that spring exists. Unbelievable. Oof. Right, the spring sub shot can miss despite being homing. There are instances in this game where homing actually doesn't lock onto certain targets, which is peculiar. I noticed this the most on stage 4. If you ever pay attention to the sections after Momiji, because there's waterfall, then there's all the crows. then there's those red guys before the spinning fairies. And you'll notice if I go to the left side of the screen fast enough, there are several red guys on the right side of the screen that the homing will not aim towards. The homing will not shoot at them when I'm on the left. It will leave them alive. I don't know if it pre-reads the spinning fairies ahead of time, or if it sees it won't kill the enemy, so it doesn't bother, or what, but it will not aim at those enemies sometimes. And obviously, the subterranean homing can miss, but, like, that's, you know, the dumbest homing in the entire series, so... Dude, imagine if they added the backward launch jump into Touhou. Yeah. Maybe because we have a real quantum tunneling strat. There's zero real strategies. Hitbox skipping. What the fuck is hitbox skipping? The route pioneer? Yeah, I am a big route pioneer. I like to take routes and then make them worse. Did Raper really just say she can hardly see through all these fall leaves? There's like 10 leaves at most on the background at any given time, bro. Like, there's not that many. The game checks collision each frame. You're before the bullet. On frame 1, move towards it fast, and frame 2, you're on the other side of it, you're never hit. Weird. Yeah, the BLJ, the blowjob. What? BLJ, that's what BL for blow and J for job. It's there. That's what I'm assuming that stands for. My favorite part about Mario 64 when you get that. Don't come look at me like I'm a criminal for saying that. Bro speaks his mind and he's got people coming after him. It's unbelievable. With the BLJ past the Torinod 1. I thought you didn't like shipping. Especially Fuda. Ew. Nice try. I saw that, by the way. Minorico. Those hitbox you should have got a hit moments are because the hitbox skipped. Well, how many even at max speed, let's ignore not being focused, even at max speed, how many bullets are small enough that would let you do that in Touhou? Well, let's say with Reimu too. This isn't even with Marissa, but with Reimu as well, right? Like, you're moving at max speed and the bullets coming at you, you're moving at max speed. How many bullets are small, or, like, fit the criteria where it's even possible? That's also probably a Windows Era exclusive. You're probably not getting that at all, at least in the early PC 98 era. I doubt Mystic Square either. I'm pretty sure everyone's still kind of fat in that game. Although I think they're a little skinnier than, like, SOEW. The smallest bullet hitbox game is 4 pixels. That's through stationary bolts to the mass. Yeah. I'm gonna secretly turn on my walkthrough bullets mod into the game, and then when I just clearly go through bullets, if you ask how'd that happen, I'd just be like, oh, it's just a hitbox moment. It's just hitbox skip. I just learned how to hitbox skip. That's all I do. Die already? Good grief. An essay has an unfocused super speed of 9 pixels per frame. You can indeed skip over stationary bullets. I guess the better question, the other question though, realistically, is like, when can you consistently do it? Like, when are you getting yourself able to consistently do it? Turns out the only reason that Alan likes Rainbow Sea and Subterranean is for his dream of one day someone making a hitbox skipping route where they hitbox skip a billion different attacks in that game. Someday they'll optimize it. Dude, me when I hitbox skip my way through one of Oku's sons. Act a human. You don't look funny because you continue to play it. Me every time I say Mountain of Faith. I hate Mountain of Faith. Almost LNN. How's that happen? It's called Zanmu Final. Actually, does Suika fight Zanmu or Reimu for the final? Or anybody else for that matter? Suika fights Zanmu. Unfortunately, Zanmu Final is, you know, for as cheesable as that game is with someone like Reimu, some people overlook just how brutal Zanmu Final truly is. And, like, that's not even... That's ignoring spears. Like, if you just ignore spears... Because, like, oh, yeah, it's like the achy issue where you, like, have a billion spears... Where it's like, oh, there's a billion things on screen. If you ignore spears, you have, like... It's like, her patterns are tricky. It's like, Zanmu's got some problems. Shit, this is dual pal you had to fight final. Yeah, that's one of those, Surely the enemy... Me playing, Pod. Surely the enemy gets sniped any second now. Any second now the enemy gets sniped. Yeah, you should at some point just take a glance at Udolig's Zanmu Final. Just the final raw. You don't need to see all the spears on screen. The final is a really hard pattern. Maybe glance over making all the cast dodges. Yeah. Holy crap, I'm on stage 4 again? This is unbelievable. Very generous, Momiji. That was a little sketchy, but, you know, I was like, this should work, and it worked, so that's the matter. Whoa there, buddy. Whoa there. Meow, 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 meow. Ay. I love Ayas. I do actually enjoy this fight, as tricky as it may be. Disgusting line. Girl, you don't have to do movements like that. Girl, you really don't have to do movements like that. Sheesh! Oh, cut my ass. Sorry, game glitcher. I've said it before. I don't hate 19, but my biggest problem with 19 is just I like 9 and 3 more, generally speaking. That's a pretty favorite. That was pretty generous, Peerless Wind God. Definitely wasn't free because it's Peerless Wind God, but that was a pretty. That was an all-around very, very nice Peerless Wind God. We take those every day of the week. I remember that I died to this yesterday. At least it wasn't on pace. Remember the old adage I always say every time. Everything is lethal. Everything's lethal when your heart rate's at 150 BPM. And that's definitely an exaggeration, but... My duality. Never stay on the right. My duality. Whoa, 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 whoa there, fairy. Whoa, let's calm down a little bit right now, shall we? I know you're in a good mood, but you don't have to, like, you can block yourself a little bit. Never trust Sanai. Sanai can kill you. Absolutely she can. Whoa, 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 what are you doing, girl? Whoa. was a little bit of a long Moses. Oh, I played really aggressive there, which I had to. I'm really happy with that read. Stage 6. There's so much that can go wrong on this stage from the very beginning. Be kind. I got a really quick escape on that one. Oh, buddy, I got such a quick escape on that Death Fairy. Chronico, my dear, how you doing? This non is rough. No time like the present. Fuck, that felt terrible. I hate Divine and Crop. I hate Non 3. I hate Taurus. I hate Non. I like Non 4. I hate Source. I hate Divine Virtues. Fuck yourself, Divine Crop. Don't forget to kiss your Conico. Lot of game left. That was so fucking greedy. Finally! Oh! Oh! Oh, that was so good! That was such a good Divine Virtues! Ah! Oh. My hands are 11, thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Oh. Dude, there was one micro on Divine there. You could see me wiggle in the middle of it. I was so terrified on one micro. I literally like flubbed on it, but I got through. And there were some other ones that were rough. Oh my gosh. Suwako, yeah. Oh. Having dinner? You shouldn't have been eating food, Hobbs. Hate to break it to you. Surely yanks that head. Is he Touhou 20 this year? We'll see that tomorrow. As long as I can actually like get Touhou 20 working. Solid run, yeah. Alan when he sees an LNN. It was a solid run. We got pod. My plan was I was gonna do the Touhou 20 1cc because I want to get the Lunatic 1cc in that game. Then I was gonna go get a Kana 1cc in pod, and then I was gonna do whatever after. That's my intended schedule. Oh, dude, that release of during those credits of when all that tension is just released and just the bottom side of your arms just and your hand is just so, it's just electricity and just almost numbness. You got the high score, and that's inevitable. Or, very likely. Lead Sig, yeah. Oh. I'm gonna go to do Miss Season's Kai next. I'm gonna take like 2 minutes of breather here though. Maybe slightly more than that. Shorter than SA? Yes, it was barely shorter than SA. My SA, I had 130 days of doing runs. This, or of like days playing. This was like just over 120. That last Psycho and Pammy said you didn't be good for Veer. I hate to break it to you, chat, but I turned you off from the moment Peerless Wind God got capped. I did happen to turn you off. So I got backtrack. That early Death Fairy was so sick, dude. Not even a third of a year. I don't know. What are you talking about? It was like 123 days or something. Wait, that storm did make two balls quake. I'm glad I could quake your balls. Pace LNN, that's what the pace was. So yeah, the Taurus was also quite frightening. Let me just paint. Screenshots. Also, hello, Sim. I hope you're doing well. I'm oof. Hell, it'd be your bus, yeah. We'll dodge at last varied stage 6, though. Hey, I kissed Kaneko. I don't know what else you want from me on that run. And apparently Blue Bus supposed to leave the game's hell over difficulty-wise. Interesting. Heart rate status? Significantly better than it was like 6-7 minutes ago. What's a 2 miss, 3 HB? What the fuck is an HB? Hyper break, I see. Homeboy, yeah, thanks. You know what's gonna be great tomorrow? I'm gonna get home from work. I'm gonna go stream. And I'm not gonna play Mountain of Faith. Not gonna have to look at Hydro. Oh my gosh, I don't have to see Hydro. This is the one thing we wanted to happen. That was the 13th replay. 10 play 13. I sure hope the replay doesn't have any issues with it. Yeah, let me upload it to Silent Celine real quick, the replay. Hey, 0.0000% slowdown, so let me do the Forbidden Suwako quickie. You know what? A game with freaking decent homing. This game had decent homing. Way better than Subterranean. You know. Preferred Silent Celine then? I only put it on Silent Celine because, like, that's what I know. I'm not familiar with anywhere else. The chat won the next LNN? No. Back-to-back LNN? No. You know what? You said it. I'll blind this fucking this extra. I have no clue what I'm doing in this extra. So let's sit here and do this for a hot second. Why is max power only 4.0, or do I get more power? Why are they coming from below? Who designed this? Dude, never tell me homing was a mistake. Homing is the greatest thing ever. It stops them when they come from behind. I went up to pick bullets and I killed them on the spot. What is this? Who designed this? This is a cool design. That's a cool design section. Oh, we got death fairies. It's like I know everything I'm doing. This is incredible. Who do you think? I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Dippa-dippa-boo-boo. Should I have gone for all that score there? Probably not. Ring around the rosy. Oh, is that conical, my dear? Simon, you did? Oh, Simon, this is dog shit. I can't wait till I die. People can call me watched. Oh my gosh, this spell's so free, dude. Holy moly. This spell takes 5 years? Hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is this? What is this doo-doo butt? What is this friskiness? This isn't a real spell. I don't believe it. Gotta go got her revenge. No. She's got plenty of revenge in the past. I don't even know what I would want to do there. Hey, really good cap history on this. Oh, I see the play. I see the play. Why are there 2 deaths? Why is there 3? Dude, look at a section like this and tell me homing isn't broken, dude. Holy moly. Marissa players could never. Dude, it feels weird to play like things I'm unfamiliar with. I'm going up. Uh-oh. Homing ain't helping me much here. Never mind, it's literally 3. They're 3 because extra's hard than lunatic. So true. Listen, it could be worse. I could be playing I could be playing Clown Piece on normal right now, so. Hardest non I've ever seen? I almost said. This attack is weird, right? Isn't this the, like, the something shit, something or other meme that people are familiar with? There's a bomb. You cowards happy? You like my bomb? Because I'm not sure what I'm doing. And I still died. It was going fine, and then it stopped going fine. Oh my gosh, she's literally Saku. She's got bouncing bullets. Oh my gosh. This is literally just like EOSD. Don't tell Game Glitcher. What? Should I be here? Oh yeah, I should. It's fine. I don't like micros. Have I ever talked about that? This should be fine. Yeah, look at that micro. Literally free. Dude, MRSA players probably fucking hate this spell. I shouldn't do my Sinine on 3 strats on this. In fact, I probably shouldn't do my Sinine on 3 strats ever, but... Oh, you're so cool. Give me that P. Oh no, I missed some of that P. How am I ever gonna bomb again? I don't really want to micro back in. Okay, I don't have to. Oh, I feel like I remember there's something about... Ooh. Oh yeah, this attack is so cool. I fucked it up. But this attack is a really cool design attack. This is the one attack from Suwako. That's like the one attack from Suwako I remember. Practice. No, I'm gonna post the game is what I'm gonna do. How they play gets mogged by Extra is so true, dude. This is confirmation that Extra is worse. I think J River's really cool. No, that is unironically one of the coolest attacks in Touhou. I love that attack. Okay, but that's gonna be it for now.